That's good enough to extend the drive. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That good for 19 and a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Number 86.
And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. 7-7. These two teams all tied after one.
Mason Crosby to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board.
He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Packers' 40-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again.
Jackson.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 42 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
The kick in.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score. Ravens 14. Packers 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one to get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Packers.
On 1st down, Rodgers. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
At the 43-yard line.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hope we'll get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining. Caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Packers 14. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Forced out to his left. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking downfield for Joe. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Rodgers.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Green Bay.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Ravens' 28-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. As the first half is winding down. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own
the Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now Jackson on first down. He uncorks it for Snead. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. After the sack on first down, Jackson, he'll rifle this one deep. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39.
Baltimore Ravens.
A big play that time for the Ravens. 44 yards.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Jackson on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brought down back at the 36-yard.
Again, it's Jones. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Jones. Derek Wolfe there on the stop. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got decent.
Only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score, Ravens 34, Packers 20.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start? And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
10 yards.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones.
Rodgers pass.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
7 yards. And it's 3rd.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete.
Intended for
the throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st down.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to play with a sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And this is caught inside the 5.
Rodgers.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Touchdown, Packers.
Rodgers pass.
From 4 yards out. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And the touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
He's across
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Crossing route complete. It's Andrews. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Jackson to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 41, Packers 28.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Does Scantling. Incomplete. It's
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. One final try now for Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for two. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that two-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the two-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.